Hello everyone, welcome to this video demonstration of stock market analysis platform I've developed using C# and .NET Framework. This application allows traders and investors to visualize the stock data and identify common candlestick patterns that can help with making trading decisions. In this video, I'll be walking you through the core features of the application, how to load and visualize the stock data, the various candlestick pattern it can recognize, the brief look at the code architecture, and a live demonstration of the application in action. So this is the main form which I have created using the chart display form. So the key components of this application include a CSV file parser for loading the stock data, a candlestick chart visualization system, the smart candlestick analysis for pattern detection, and multiple pattern recognizers implementing the strategy pattern. This application was built in C# using Windows Form for user interface. It has a two form structure, which is the main entry from main entry form where the user selects their stock data files and date range, and along with the chart data display form for visualization of the data that allows pattern recognition. Before we dive into the code, let me show you how the application works in practice. I'll start by running an application as we have presented this simple interface where we can select the date range and load stock data. So let's run the program. Once you run the program, this main screen pops up where you have the start date and the end date. For now, let it be from Jan 1st, 2022 to Jan 1st, 2023. You just click on load stock data. You just open any stock data which you have available. As you can see, a stock data and opens up over here. This is going to help you. Before we go deep into it, let's look at what the code is actually, what the display is actually showing. The stock price as candlestick is in the upper chart right here over here. The trading volume is in the lower chart mentioned over here, and the stock name as the chart title given over here. I can also adjust the date range using the date pickers and update the chart to focus on specific period. For now, if we chose this, so the data is updated as accordingly to that. Let's choose from 1st March instead and update the stock data. As you can see, it updates the data as soon as you click on the update stock data over here. And now let's explore the pattern recognition feature where I select a pattern from this drop down menu over here, and the application will analyze the candlestick and mark all occurrences of that pattern with a black arrow. Let's explore this feature. So for now, let's choose Doji and click show pattern. So as you can see, a black arrow has been prompted up. Bullish, peak, and even valley. So now that we have explored this function, let's dive into the quick important technical analysis signal without having to manually scan through this chart. That is one of the biggest advantage for investors, where they can directly choose the prompt from here and click on the pattern than doing it manually. So let's deep dive into the code. As the A candlestick class over here, as I had already highlighted, this would be our base class that represents a single candlestick with open, high, low, close, volume, and data properties. It also handles parsing the raw CSV files or CSV data. And then we go to the smart candlestick class from the solution explorer option on the right. This is the candlestick class which is also an extended base candlestick with additional properties and method for pattern analysis. It computes metrics like range and body range, top and bottom tails, Boolean properties for patterns like is doji and is hammer, which are right here. And then there's a recognizer.cs file, which is the abstract base class that defines the interface for all pattern recognizers. It implements this template method using a common recognize pattern method and an abstract recognize pattern method to override. Individual recognizer class, each pattern has its own recognizer class that inherits from the base class and implements its specific pattern detection logic. Let me show you an example of how a doji works. So let's dive into the doji recognizer. As you can see, this is a simple It's very simple. It extends to a base recognizer class that specifies that it only needs one candlestick pattern and overrides the recognize pattern method to simply check if the candlestick is doji property is true or not. For some more complex patterns like engulfing patterns need to look at multiple candlestick. That is right here. This one requires two candlesticks and checks several conditions to determine if the pattern is present. So the now let's have a look at smartcandlestick.cs class. The real intelligence of all the application which I have mentioned above is in the candlestick, smart candlestick class, as I'm showing on your screen, where we create a smart candlestick. It automatically computes a higher level properties and determines which pattern it matches. For example, these are all the things: Boolean, which is bullish, is bearish, is neutral, is doji, is dragonfly dojix, is greystone dojix, is hammer.cs, is inverted hammer. For now, let's choose is dojix. That is basically checks if the body range is very small relative to the open price. For hammers, it basically looks for small upper shadows and a real body in specific size range and lower shadows. The beauty of this design is that new patterns can be added very easily by adding new properties and detection method to the smart candlestick and creating a new recognizer class that extends to the base recognizer. Adding a new recognizer to the list in the chart display form, this extensibility means the application can grow with your knowledge of technical analysis. The visualization is handled by Windows chart form where the pattern is selected. That is right here. This calls the appropriate recognizes patterns methods and gets back a list of indices where the pattern occurs. It creates an arrow annotation at those points of the chart as I had shown before, the black arrows. This is a great example of how strategy pattern allows us to encapsulate different algorithms and make them interchangeable. So at the end, that's my stock analysis platform. To summarize what we have seen an application that visualizes the stock data as a candlestick chart, an automated recognition of common candlestick patterns, an extensible architecture that makes it an easy to add new features, and a user-friendly interface for exploring and analyzing data. This project also demonstrates how the software can help traders identify potential market signals more efficiently. The code follows good object-oriented design principles, making it maintainable and extensible. This complete source code is available in the link in the description. Feel free to download it and modify it for your own needs. If you have any questions or suggestions for improvement regarding the code, please leave them in the comments. If you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and for more content on software development, financial analysis tools. Thanks for watching.